101 Facebook tips. Number 1, signing up. Your own name. You should use your own name or your nickname if people use it more commonly to sign up. It's important to ensure that friends, family, and colleagues can find you easily. Number 2, your email. Facebook sends out a lot of notifications once you start signing up with various groups, fan pages, apps, and even comments. But people can also find you by your email, so you should probably use a personal email account. Check it frequently for friend requests and more. It has to be real though, because Facebook uses it and sometimes your mobile number to verify who you are. Number 3, read the terms and conditions. You should always read the terms and conditions on any site, and Facebook is no exception. Though, it should be noted that Facebook frequently updates its terms of service, causing a lot of outrage in the community. Know where your rights are and read their documentation. Number 4, search your email. In some cases, when you sign up for Facebook, especially if you use a free email system such as Hotmail or Gmail, Facebook can search your email addresses and see if anyone in your address book is already on Facebook. Number 5, profile information, school, university, and company. The first piece of profile information Facebook asks for is your school, university, and company. This starts the first basic groups link so you can find alumni and colleagues from work. If you don't want to find anyone there, leave it empty and click skip. Number 6, profile information, picture. Your profile or avatar doesn't need to be of you, but it's usually a good idea to use a shot of yourself so that people that aren't sure they found you can add you. Many people change their profile photos weekly though, so you can use just about any image you hold copyright to. Number 7, profile information, basic information. Once you've gotten into Facebook, you can fill in any or all the personal information on the basic information box, and depending on your security settings, people will be able to see this. It's sometimes the difference between knowing whether it's you or another person that they will friend, so this information can be useful. Number 8, profile information. Is Facebook a dating site? One of the core pieces of information that Facebook asks about on sign up is what you're looking for on the site, along with your religious standing. Don't be afraid to mark friendship in that box, even if you are actively seeking a relationship. It makes little difference to people adding you. Facebook is not a dating site, though there are groups on there for finding partners. Number 9, profile information, personal information. Many people don't list all of their hobbies. Instead, list the ones they're interested in attracting friends for. If you've got a guilty pleasure, remember that people may be able to access your information even before you add them, so you may not want to publish that. The boxes in this section are entirely optional. Number 10, contact information. One of the boxes you can fill in is contact information. Be aware that depending on your security settings, you may then place your ID out in the open, which can open you up to spam or bot contact. Number 11, profile information, network. If you're interested in chatting with or meeting up with people in your region, you can add where you live and join that Uber group. Some require email addresses or other information that proves affiliation, but Facebook has recently improved that interface, so it works very well. Your network affiliation is listed on your profile unless you change the security settings. Number 12, profile information, friends. As we'll explain later, you can keep those that you've added from appearing in your search, but your friends list is always visible. Be careful when adding controversial people in your life, as it's very easy for the other friends to use your list to find others to add. The only exception to this is if you add someone with extremely tight security settings. Number 13, profile information, relationship. The only exception to this is if you add someone with extremely tight security settings. Number 13, profile information, relationships. Facebook allows the listing of relationships in your profile, but until the person you're in a relationship with confirms it, you will only be listed as in a relationship. Otherwise, you will be tagged as in a relationship, but not with whom. Number 14. Fill as much of it in as possible. Remember, you can always come back and add or subtract information. It's usually something people don't do often though, so spending those extra few minutes at sign up to create a proper profile is well worth it. Number 15. Security from the outset. We will talk more about security later, but some people join Facebook simply to keep up with a tiny group of friends. If you're one of those people, then you will want to ensure your security is as tight as it can be. Number 16. Finding friends, colleagues, and fan pages. Facebook has made it fairly easy to find people and add them, but in the mix with people you can find are fan pages, which are like mini profiles and groups. It's important to remember that people, such as authors or local personalities, may have multiple listings in search results, so you may need to contact them and ask them which to add. You also have to take one extra step to make sure people can find you. You can currently have 5,000 friends total. Number 17, searches. Searching by name may bring back dozens of results, so if you know the person well enough, find out what email they use and add them via that. Adding people via email is often easier than searches too, because it means you're certain you've got the right person, without opening yourself up to unwanted attention. If you add someone that isn't actually the person you wanted to add, they can see your entire profile. Number 18, adding people via friends. If you're a close-knit group of friends or a new group that met through university or a similar pursuit, it's normally okay to go through another friends list and find those that you know, but don't abuse this. Adding everyone from every friends list can get you flagged as a spammer by Facebook. Number 19, more than one profile? Be careful not to create more than one Facebook page. It's against their terms of service and can lead to confusion when people add you. It is possible to create a main account and make the rest of your accounts as pages, but again, be careful. Facebook has a policy about fake pages, fake names, or abusing that facility. Number 20. Fan page is too much for you? You can hide fan page and app and even friend updates from view easily by setting up your feed. Hiding fan pages even temporarily can let you get your Facebook reading back under control and let you decide whether you want to follow them long term. Number 21. Removing friends or pages. Removing friends is easy. You just go into your friend list and click the X beside their name. You can find your friend list by looking at the left column on your main feed based on Facebook page. Or you can go to account and then edit friends. Number 22. Using friends lists to organize your reading. Facebook introduced a concept called friends lists recently, allowing people to sort their friends into groups, sorting them onto groups of your choosing. Having workmates, best friends, limited profile, the choice is yours. You can also edit en masse by selecting account, then edit friends. Your whole list will appear there with a drop-down arrow list, including your pages. Simply filter them onto a list you're comfortable with, and then you can control your feed. Number 23. Been blocked? Facebook is hard to contact in case of problems, but you can sometimes email them at whatever published email contact they currently have, and ask them to review your case. If you've done nothing wrong, you should be reinstated. If you were hacked, you should contact support urgently and follow their instructions to regain control and become unblocked. Number 24. Got badge? One of Facebook's nicest widgets is the ability to create badges and display them on your webpage or site. If you've got a reasonably public profile, you can use these easily. If your profile is highly protected and privacy locked, you may want to consider whether you want to use it at all. Number 25. Looking for more? If you have just recently joined Facebook, instead of searching for everyone by name, go to another friend's profile and find the people you're looking for by checking their friends box on the left-hand side, below information. Be careful not to add too many people though. It can be seen as spamming and may be picked up by Facebook. Number 26. Security and privacy. There's a lot of options in Facebook that you have to pay attention to, especially if you don't want to put your information in public. There are options to protect everything that you have on Facebook, creating a stripped out, bare public profile, but you do need to change your settings. It's not automatic on creation. Number 27. Use fine-grained controls. Don't want your family accessing your photos? Lock them out. Want to only allow reading access to your status updates to people closest to you? You can do that too. Though, remember, apps use your default posting, which is your overall status posting setting. Go to Account, then Privacy Settings, and explore your options there. Number 28. The tightest locks. If you put everything in your security to friends and remove yourself from search engine results and then start using Facebook, you'll have to add people and they'll never be able to do it themselves. If you don't want people knowing you're on Facebook, this is an ideal situation. Number 29. Know your settings. Understanding that the different settings mean for privacy and posting is what makes or breaks your Facebook usage. There are 4 settings: everyone, friends of friends, friends only, and custom. Friends of friends means that any information you share on your profile can be visible by anyone that has a friend of any of your friends, opening your profile up to a lot more exposure. Number 30. Your name, date of birth, address, and other information. Keeping as much of your information private as you can means that you can protect yourself against identity fraud. This also means not adding random people and practicing safe login and logout practices.